Grand Rising, everyone. This is sketchy. Noise happening, little different things. We're having a little bit of issues here with streaming. Not sure exactly, when you have a bigger family and you've got so many people. Okay. So can everybody see me okay? Everybody can hear me okay? See how it goes? Beautiful day. Beautiful. I am learning to speak the languages that make us start our day in a different way, right? So we'll all have to find some really new words and some choices on things as we figure out what exactly is going on. So this morning's topic is actually just fog because it was such a beautiful fog, right? There's different types of fog, right? Mother Nature brings us, frost and the fog and such beauty and energy into everything. And there's times in our lives and we'll try to not exactly sure what's going on. My daughter is really trying to get it so that it's a little stronger. So we're working on it, trying. But it can. Please forgive the connection. The next week's station. So, anyways, back to the topic of fog, really quick. There is, like I said, the creation of fog and how Mother Earth brings it down and how it touches and kisses everything, and come be pieces. Inquiry. Boy, new words today. Every little piece, every little snowflake, that icicle that is joined together and creates, and it touches the whole tree, right along the base, right to the very top. Every design, everything that it does is unique, is the word I'm looking for, right? It's individual, and everything is just a little bit different. And if you could really get right up and take a really closer of everything, it works so beautifully, as we all put it, and we have nothing to do with it. It's just one of those things that happens, and we kind of really do apologize for action, guys. I'm not exactly sure. She did put the booster on. We'll see how well that works and see where it takes us. So as we get moving forward, same with us. We're all built with each little piece, every little droplet, right? From that very first connection of the DNA, right? Soon sperm meets the egg. When he pulls them together, that first little strand of DNA is love, right? Of love, right? So when it starts, we build, right? It just continues to build, just like the frost begins to build to the top of the tree and get heavier and lighter. The breeze moves the fog through, right? I was really good with fog until I seen the movie The Fog, and then I was a little scared of it for a while, but I've gotten better. I'm all right with it. It's fine. So, we want to make sure that in our brains and as we start our days, that we don't start in a fog, right? And last week we were talking about words, right? So when you say mourning something, because mourning is mourning. You're sad about something. So when we say grand rising, it's grand and we are rising and we're bringing in forth, all the beauty around us and all the things that are happy in our lives as we move forward. I just wanted, to make sure that, we kind of make things connect and work with. So even in the fog, right, always you can still hear things, right? You might not be able to see very far, but you can sure hear, because the fog brings it down so that the density makes it, you can hear farther. You can hear more things way clearer as you try to figure them out. What's going, what it is, all those things. So same with the fog in our brain. You know, sometimes things inside of our head get a little too away. So if you take it and you break it down and say, no, I'm not doing that, that I can really listen. And when we're in that place of listening instead of speaking, we're in a place that we connect deeply. And when we're connecting deeply, we really do understand, and we can have compassion, and we can have love, and we can have understanding on many levels, right? So I think that's why it's so see a lot of things going on. And I'm really do apologize, because it's telling me that it's my issue as well. And we're trying to, continue to work past it, guys. I hope it does improve. It'll be what it'll be. I'll do my best, and I will today. So it's really cool. My daughters, and I love how she's like this, it's I forget how it reads. Because someone we love is in heaven in our home. And that was for her son that she lost 7 years ago already. Time flies, doesn't it? But anyway, it's always a little piece of heaven is always with each and every one of us, no matter who passes, no matter where they go. We're always got that connection, right? When we sit in that peace and we clear that fog, we can hear them, right? The fog, we don't need to see everything. We just need to listen. Listen to, what the creator's speaking, listen to what the energies are bringing. There's a lot of beauty in that. So anyway, back to the beginning of it all, guys. Grand Rising and hello, and I'm going to get you want to pick a color, number, and an animal, you go ahead. Not, I'll catch up with you for sure. Faye, good morning, beautiful. How are you this morning? I'm pretty foggy here in Saskatchewan. It's cleared a lot now. I mean, we can see probably a good half mile, a little more. But for everybody who's out traveling and that, be careful, right? It just means it's warming up. That's what fog brings us, some warmth. And let it bring us some warmth. And Lynn, good afternoon. And Sydney, good morning, sweetheart. So cool how you, and I'm also doing it on Saskatchewan time, not Alberta time. So it's pretty cool. Okay, Gray Wolf. Okay. 9 and white mixed with sparkles. That's funny. Okay. Sparkles is just the child within you, right? Because everything that glitters is gold, right? So anything that sparkles, including frost, is golden. Like it's real, it's true, right? So I can understand the white part. Okay, so starting with the gray wolf, we're going to get into it feels like a juvenile and male, which means that in the last 3 days you must have been standing in your masculine pretty heavily. But being it's juvenile, you're learning, right? Because like in the wolf pack, the juvenile is always learning. They're teaching, and the more they catch on, and the more they learn, the more they get understand things. They're learning quickly as you're moving forward. Now that you're taking a 9, that wow, I just wished it would be better. She does have a direct line going on. It's talking to her here, but we'll see what it does. Anyway, So the 9 is that, that's coming to an end, that part about having to be, towards the end of the pack. You're starting to move your way up. You're starting to figure your way out, and you're starting to understand things. Now, when you deal with the white, right, there's a lot of goodness in that. You're understanding, things are more fresh, more pure, more alive, and you're starting to deal with it. That's pretty good. And like I said, the sparkles just means that, you're getting it and that you're golden with it, that you're sparkling with it. Your understanding of it is really cool. That's awesome. And good morning, sweetheart, and have a good day in school. Alrighty, Brendan. Hey, handsome, how are you? Alrighty. We'll see what everybody comes up. Janie. Okay, I'm writing everybody's names down, so I'm hoping that I still never even got everything done last week. I really do apologize, but I had quite a busy day. Okay, you want a white? You guys, isn't that something? White and gray and a wolf. So cool that you guys are all on the same page. White and gray, color black, number 7. Okay. White and gray wolf. Colors in the wolf pack really doesn't matter. There's a lot to say, like, the darker wolf, the black wolf, everybody's usually afraid. You don't see them in the night, that kind of thing. Whereas the white and gray wolf, you can kind of see them, but yet until you get to the snow, they can really blend in. So it's just trying to figure out how we blend into things. But for some reason, the white and gray wolf takes me to a grandmother. So like a matriarch, grandmother that used to take and handle things within your family, right? So she's just bringing lots of strength and love. And being that, the female, the alpha females, they are, the head of the pack, they ready for hunting. They're doing a lot of things. Those males, they're all right there. They're, the male's job is to go find where the food is, figure out where it's at. But the female has to hunt. She's the one who eats first and takes care of, who she is and her pups. And the matriarch is how everything so it just feels like everything is kind of starting to live within your own home, which is awesome. So you'll keep that moving forward. Now, black is just that you seem to be hiding your energy a little bit, protecting it, which is okay, right? I'm not sure if it's because you're trying to stand in authority and trying to be the strong one, because when the matriarch female is down, the male needs to be the strong one and to stand up and make everything stands in its place. So it just feels like you're making that your job to step into there, right? Standing in your power, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you keep a balance with your feminine side as well. Now you take number 7. Number 7 is pretty lucky. There's 7 days in a week, so probably you're going to be walking and standing in that. Just remember to keep it in a really good balance, right? Because that 7 will bring you a lot of really, beautiful things. If they're lucky, it's very, it's time. It's creative things with 7, right? It's one strong number when it's just one line, right? There's a lot of strength there. So, you've got this week. Literally, you have it all there, Brendan. You keep it and go forward. Hi, happy to see you. Hi, Janie. Happy to see you too, beautiful. Alrighty. Yes. Good morning. 44 green. Interesting combination there. Isn't that something, eh? So 44. So, the 4 is that the angels are answering the prayers, right? That there's things that are starting to flow into place, and that it is double. You're thinking about, some of the. So here we go. Connection again. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to help it try to stay in its strength. Okay. Okay. One of the connections is really struggling in the group. But anyway, the 4 is, it just seems like the 4 that prayers and the things that you were asking for, like somewhere back in May, some of that stuff's going to start to come forward and start to get into there. They are working on some of the prayers that you are at this moment praying for. So they're working on those things. So 44 equals 8, right? So all these changes that are going to come forward, they are for infinity. They are here to make it permanent. They are here to, it's just like you're done with, you've worked really hard. You've had a lot of discipline. You had a lot of positivity, right? So just make sure you're really listening to your intuitive, right? And that, stay in a place of gratitude, because in that place of gratitude, right, you can always get those, you'll achieve those goals, right? And you have that self-esteem and that self, confidence to make sure that you get there. Green, it just seems like it is a combination of between grass green and a lighter green for some reason, right? And that's talking about balance. The lighter green is just making things a little more fun, and you need to do that in your creativity, right? Green is, there's a lot of, sometimes green to me is like, not only money, and, we all think of money as income and things that are moving forward and prosperous, right? It's also like, fertility, like, because grass grows, like it's always growing. Things are always maturing. Things, I don't know if they will ever mature, kind of thing. Hint the 8, right? Because it's for infinity. So it just continues to keep coming. So trust in that, right? Now a wasp. Now the wasp is, a lot of people don't like the wasp, but the wasp has a plan for everything, and everything has a plan, just by how intricate that they make their nest, right? And what it's made out of, and that they're only in that home once, right? Then they move and they start all over again. They go to sleep under the ground, under the leaves. They find a place and they just rest. So it's time for a little bit of rest. The one thing about the wasp, they're always planning their next move. They're always figuring things out, right? But like you, a wasp makes its nest. So if anybody wants to mess with your home, I would not want to get in their way, because you really your home, right? You protect your home. You make it, more creative. You're not making it so crowded. You're making it more light, airy, fluffy, because it's just time to lighten the energy is what it feels like. But no, it's going to be a good week overall. Okay. Now, Gail L. All right. L and hippo. Okay. And orange and 33. Okay. So if you take and you look at the hippo, very beautiful animal, all in all, it's huge. There's nothing tiny about that, right? So it's like you're, you might be, large and in charge and kind of moving forward. But if you watch a hippo, they're pretty gentle with a lot of things, right? Like an animal will go in, like a bird will go in and eat up things like, little bugs or little things and clean out its teeth and stuff. And that hippo won't close its mouth. Kind of crazy, isn't it? So, but that hippo is, there's some strength that you're trying to, continue to stand in, but, you're lightening up that energy a little bit, because they run pretty fast. You think they're, pretty big, they can't go anywhere, but oh no, they move along pretty well, right? Hippos have a lot of courage, a lot of strength, right? And a lot of wisdom. They're very smart. Everything they do, they know from generation to generation. So they're very smart that way. So do you there, Gail. Al. So if you take the orange, right, there's a lot of energy and warmth goes with orange. I love it because it goes with sunsets, with sunrises, right? So in that, it just feels like, you're starting to get a balance. You're starting to, make sure that you're getting, you're up with the sun, but you're going to bed with the sun. And yes, till the days get longer again, they're getting shorter. They're getting shorter so that you learn to rest and you learn to take, care of yourself, right? You got to find a lot of confidence in, it's okay if I go to bed, and don't worry about what other people think, right? And your success will continue to move forward. Hence the 33. Good one, girl. So you're bringing in the, the energies of 2 3s, which is, Jesus, the angels, and the archangels. So you're looking at the strength and all that. and that you are to be, asking for whatever it is that you need. So make sure when you're asking that you're asking in a place of complete confidence that you are asking for what you really need, and watch how you ask it for, and then hold that energy. Don't ask for, a new car, something that runs better, whatever, and then go, well, but I'll take a junk car. No, because you just messed that one all up. Make sure that you be very specific. If you want it white and you wanted an SUV, this year, that will work, and, in good shape, and you'll find all those things, right? And that comes in those prayers of the 33, which is the 3, and it's a master number, right? It's a healer as well. So stand in your healing grounds, right? Stay at all, right? And being it's the 30, thank you, Martha. Okay, direct. You look amazing in red too. Like the song says, dragon. And that's the purple, shiny, purpley, glittery blue kind of color of a dragon. Dragon is, in dragon years, he's pretty smart, kind of watches over things a little bit. He's got a lot of strength, right? And when you think about the dragon, it does blow fire, but it's not very often. Only if you back it in a corner, or if you're going to hurt its family. So, there you're pretty protective of it. But at the same time, with your family, you're very magical. Dragons are that magic, right? They create a lot of magic. There's a lot of energy in a dragon as well. So take that creativity and that energy that you have this week with the dragon and continue to kind of move it forward. The red makes sense when you bring the dragon in, because the red, to me, red is always busy, wanting to know things, wanting to do things. Sure that you're making good lists of how you want to do something, how you want to put it together, what all you're going to need, when you want to do it, all those things. And every time that you get a really good vision, because that's one thing dragons do. They go out and they're very visionary. They really watch and they go, well, if this moves a little bit, this could create the water flow just a little different, or in the garden, if I put this over here, this will make more room for this. So always, make sure that you're writing out exactly what it is you want. And when you're dealing with your 7, which is lucky 7, right? And like I was saying earlier, is very strong, right? So it could be kind of a little bit, you're in everything that you do. So you're strong, with a little bit more for opportunity of, not only, business, partner time, right? Those kind of things are going to come, and you'll work at those as well. That'll be kind of awesome. Alrighty. So I need Maria. Hello, beautiful girl. I love that you came back, because I love how everybody, we got to get there. We'll get it all figured out. That's why I thought, I'm not changing it anymore, because that way everybody knows exactly what you're coming to do. Okay. Is the element of 1. So there's a combination of your prayers are to move forward, but at the same time, some new beginning. The prayer will create those new prayers. They equal 5. Work at it, or what happened. There's, it's no matter. Kind of blue, the blue, a lot of peace, a lot of gratitude going on up there, right? But it also brings a lot of wisdom when it does that, right? Now, when you move over and you take that blue over to the parrot, for some reason, when I heard it, it was like the parrot that. So you got to stop repeating. Say history repeat. You don't want children doing the same thing you do, right? You want to change all that. You want to start new things and start things up a little bit, right? So if you take the prettiness of the blue, right, that place of, a lot of peace, and you need to trust in the process as you're making these changes. Allow the changes to happen. You need to have a lot of faith and trust because you do not want a repeat of the past, right? So let go this week. Trust what they're going to bring forward for you because you're going to love it. Okay, Faye, thank you for coming back there. Beautiful. Okay. White. Okay, so standing in that nice white. I love white because white is pure. It's just goodness, right? It's fresh, it's clean, I love white, right? I love my silver. Yes, I love that white, and it brings a lot of peace to you. So you're standing in that peace today with a lot of strength because you bring along number 7, right? Number 7 has that really cool strength to it, but at the same time, there's a lot of new opportunities come with it, lots of growth in different directions. So trust what you're feeling, what you're seeing. For some reason, you need to be choosy at which one you really want, hence the fox, right? Because the fox is very particular at what she does, where she goes, how she's going to hunt, what area she's going to be in, to protect her babies, all these things. So when you're getting ready for a lot of this, just, there's no rush to it for some reason. Just enjoy what those ideas are. And as they kind of come forward, you can do that. You can, take your time, write them down. You might want to do it a little bit later, those kind of things. It'll be pretty cool. Alrighty, now I still have Lindsay. There you are. I'm going to just kind of jump down to for just a second so that I have it. Alrighty. And okay. Alrighty. So 22. Hence, you're going to stand awesomely in the strength of, another master number. I love master numbers. They have a lot of strength, but at the same time, you have to be ready to stand in that master number as well, right? Because master numbers really are times in your life that you're moving forward. Sorry, because there's like 4 dogs running around here. There's 22 being that's two twos, right? So in that twos, that's all right. Just call them out, sweetheart. It's okay, Ethan. They'll be fine. They're fine, sweetie. You're okay. Twos are harmony, means 2 people moving together, 2 things are coming together. You're doubling that, right? So you're giving it double strength, but you also have to make sure in these opportunities that, you're guiding everything from literally by listening to your intuitive and trusting, right? Making a really good, connection. Your vibration and your intentions need to be set huge, right? And keep that vision strong. No wavering in there whatsoever. Hence, that blue is a solid blue. And, knowing that you're secure in the decisions that you make, right? And that you're making them from a place of wisdom. So don't second guess what it is that you're doing at all. And then you take that down to deer. And the first thing I seen was Bambi, which is, a little spotted deer, but be playful with the things that you're going to do, right? Don't be so strong in your masculine that you're not having a little bit of feminine in there and wanting to play and, be childlike in what you're creating and where you're going. Be gentle on yourself as you move forward, right? Remember, we were all young once. We all played, right? We got to just remember, everybody grows in a different way. So you're okay that way. Alrighty. Now I am Paula. I think I have that. Let's see. Nope, Maria. Okay, Paula, you're next then, darling. And hopefully I don't mix or forget anybody. I'll try to go back here in a little bit as well too to see. Oh, cute. Pig, pink. That's so funny. That's really cute. I love that. Okay, so pig. Pigs are very smart, right? And I want to say almost slaughter size, and I apologize for how to say that, but about, I would say 8 months old kind of thing. So they have a routine. Pigs love routine. They like to get up at a certain time, eat at a certain time, nap, get up, and, they like a routine, right? They also like to be clean. Always, everybody uses it and said, well, don't be as dirty as a pig. Well, a pig's not dirty. The only part that's dirty is if nobody cleans or if they can't get. But if you have them in a big pen, first thing, if you have like 100 pigs and you've got them in the size of a big lot in town, they always have one spot where they go to the washroom. And if you don't clean that out every once in a while, that then gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So because you have them locked in. Okay. So I always wonder why the stories, but anyway, so don't lock yourself into a certain size, right? Clean out the area, change it up, do something different with it, eh? So it's like some fall cleaning coming, okay? And that you chose pink. The pink is a beautiful, it's like a soft pink, but not like baby soft, right? It just means that you're really standing in a place of love and you're standing in a playful place. Hence, pigs love to play too. So if you take that pink and you use that, that passion that you use in everything that you do, right? Make sure that you keep it, happy, right? Just be happy with what you're doing. Use your imagination. Let it run wild. You can create so much. Just trust yourself, right? Hence 21. 21 equals 3, right? So you're going to take the 2, which is, usually 2 people or 2 energies. So if you take that kind of strength that you use it, it's also a place of balance too, right? So if you take that, there's a lot of balance. New beginnings is number 1. So 21. So you have, keeping a balance in a place of new changes, new beginnings, you will get that. 3, it equals 3, which means ask. If you're not sure, ask the angels. Ask for whatever it is you want. Trust that they will bring you the answer. Trust that you will see what's going on. You will have it. I'm not kidding. Okay, so, and Lynn, I have yours. Did already. Okay, I'm just kind of going back and forth so that I can make sure that I've got everybody. All right, Jolene, I know your mom does love that song. Okay, prairie chicken, okay? Okay, so when you take a prairie chicken, everybody all knows that with a prairie chicken, they're like a bird with a, they always cut everything close. So it's like, you cut deadlines close. You're, when you're, cutting a pattern or something, you cut it just long enough, right? You're just like running that fine line. You don't want to be too much, it's just like when you buy groceries, that you're going to buy, you want to go and spend $160, you buy $159, right? That's how precise that you like that, right? Prairie chickens are very smart, right? They're very family. They like to stick together. They like just to be in their own little group. And when it comes mating time, they start their own little group, and that's just how it grows, right? And they all, stay together until spring, and then they start to branch off. So, they have such heart, prairie chickens, and they're very tough. Don't get you wrong, because, they take this minus 40 stuff and keep on it going, right? They always find food. You will always have enough. You will always have everything you want, because that's the way the creator has it. And you trust in that system. Now, when you use the white, there's the pure of heart. There's, they always think of, white as being, godly, those kind of things, right? So I just feel like that's just carrying it on, right? Stay in that place of peace. And you do this with a lot of ease. Now, 79, interesting, because you're taking the strength of the 7 and then you're wanting to end a cycle. So there must be something that is just like you're getting tired of doing it all the time. So, sometimes if it's like, being the secretary to a group, it's time to change it out. It's time to, give yourself that little bit of break. It's time to, walk away. You can stand in your strength, right? And then when you take in 7, 9 together, that's 16, which equals 7 again. So no matter what, you have the strength, you have the ability to, walk yourself through all this. There's a lot of growth when you change the direction. You could take a different place, right? There's other new opportunities out there. Could be your job too. So, it's time to take a look at those and kind of move forward through them. I don't know about anybody else, but I felt that shift in energy in you. That's good, girl. Thank you. You're going to do really well with that. Now you understand it a little bit more. Susan, yes, isn't that true, hey? All right, Miss Susan G. I'll see where you come back. Brendan, thank you so much. I feel that way. Yes. And you're going to I do feel the same way in my grandmother. She was everything. Yes. Right. And you're just kind of like you're stepping into that place where you're going to help fulfill that. And you got this, sweetheart. You really do. You can just got to remember, just not too masculine, but keep it in the feminine, because, grandmothers got pretty tough because they had to. Right. And then a lot of people moved away from them because they couldn't handle how tough they were, but they learned how to be tough to get you to that point, get you to that survival point. So, you've survived this long. You just got to, get a balance there. You got to trust, have faith. And then Susan, I'll come back to you when you send it to me. Okay. Laura, hello, sweetie. How you doing? Nice pictures of the ponies the other day. 6, silver. Okay. And wolf. Everybody's wanting to stand in the strength of the wolf today. Woo-hoo, right? And there's a lot of snow there. Okay, 6. That is like, one of the neatest little things that when you think about the number 6, right? The 6 is very family orientated, right? There's a lot of things to say about, being an empath. That kind of goes with the number 6 because you're feeling it, right? 6 is also like, having a lot of responsibilities. They're having to trust everything that they're working in. There's just changes always seem to be happening. So, don't fret about anything like that, right? Keep that positive, keep the everything in a better balance, those kind of things. Hence the silver, right? Silver comes from the black and the white, right? And you get into that silver when you get it all light into that right color. But there's a lot of, it feels like you're going to make a move into more technical things, right? I don't know if that means more technical, both in horse, but technical for sure in the computer, kind of geeky kind of way. It's all right. I don't know how else to say that, but, smarter in your wisdom that way. It could be more digital in the long run, right? More modern. But you got to remember to keep the magic in that, because silver is magical, I think, right? I love my silver, because in that silver, it just reminds me that I've come a long ways through everything I've done. It just feels, I don't know. I just like, I like it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with who I am. And that could be another thing, be okay with who you are and how you do things. Okay. Now, wolf, well, it feels like, you're like a female ready to, I don't know if it's become the leader of the pack, but close to that, right? It's like, you want to take it over and you want to work your way through it. You are strong enough to do that. So strength, and you start to move forward. Right? You don't have to be the boss, like, the matriarch is. You come in, you can start to lead, you can start putting everybody in, showing them how to do it, and, getting to be really creative in how you pull everything together. So you, girl, it's good timing this week for you. Debbie Y, how are you there? Beautiful. We are black. Okay. Oh, and you want panther? Interesting. Double black. Okay. And 53. Okay. So black. And all it is just really being, I don't want to say like authority, and you're not a pushover either. You're just kind of, listening, kind of hearing everybody out, figuring out what all is going on. You're holding your power, right? And you're still keeping your security. You're just kind of moving with things. It seems like there's a shuffle or something happening. So, you're getting there. And then you put in the Black Panther. And that Black Panther is, learning how to be very mysterious. Like you're listening, you're paying attention when people think you're not. You're doing that, right? And a panther is very stealth, right? So just keep that calmness. For some reason, panic or anything, because a panther does not panic. Never panics in a hunt, ever. If it doesn't think it's going to do it, it'll still give it a run for its money just for the practice, right? So, if you're not sure, if you remember, have a practice run at it, you're going to be fine at it. Then you take 53. 53 to do with someone's age. I'm not sure if it's yours or someone close to you, but it's like I hear, oh my God, I'm already 53. Well, you're still young, still lots to do. You still got 35 years in front of you, lots of things. And it's so funny because it just totally changed those numbers the opposite way. So not everything as, what is above is so below, right? Which is not everything, might look like they're making a big, huge change, but actually they're not. Because below the line, they like things that are sturdy, strong, and moving, kind of moving forward straight. Either way, it still equals 8. So any of these changes that are kind of moving forward because of the 5, right? Make sure that you're praying and asking for what it is that you want to see happen. Make the change so that you're comfortable in it and that you're focused and that you're still going. So there's still lots of life in front of you. There's lots of things that you could still do, that you could still, carry on with. And that should keep you moving pretty steadily. Alrighty. Missy. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, sweetheart? Okay. 8, pink, and an eagle. Okay. Now, 8, everything is kind of, like they say, infinity, right? There's, you just want to be happy forever. Literally happy. Oh, happy days. Like that, those, little pups, happy, right? That's exactly what goes on. Everybody's all happy. Everybody all moves forward. Everybody all makes a difference. You need to just literally have, I don't know, just a little more self-discipline at the moment to kind of make this all move forward that you want it to be. It's almost there. Keep the positive attitude. Keep the happiness, because that's what the pink is telling you, right? And everything will move forward as it's supposed to, right? And that you need to always, you need to stand in that self-confidence. You don't ever not second guess what you're doing. Trust your intuitive, trust what you're hearing, trust in your knowledge, because you are strong. You're really strong in your hope and your faith and your understanding. And that pink brings a lot of love for you, right? A lot of passion, a lot of happiness. You enjoy that going forward, right? And an eagle, that eagle's flying. That eagle's flying high above everything and just looking down and just watching and enjoying, looking at all the beauty. Eagles will fly up there without flapping a wing. They just go with the flow of the air, right? That's what you're doing. You're just kind of watching. You're in love with everything as it's going on, right? You're not, going in for a hunt or going in for the kill kind of thing. You're just, you're enjoying it, right? You're feeling a lot of love, happiness, kindness. There's a lot of things feeling today. That's really cool, right? You just need to really, trust in the relationships. Have some faith. Enjoy that love, because love will always conquer everything. Remember that totally. Alrighty. Trust in it, darling. Don't let the old self come in. Okay. Debbie Y, I have got yours. Star. Loved your analogy of the wasp. I hadn't thought of them that way. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, beautiful. You're welcome, Martha. Debbie. Whoa, the energy must be high because you are cutting in and out a lot. I know I'm trying to be a little bit of a balance, but I can sometimes really mess with internet, and I really do apologize. Okay, Maria. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I hope it works out all right. Okay, Lovey, let's go for it, girl. 10, orange. Okay, and okay. Now, 10 is literally 1, right, which is new beginnings. And when you think about 0, which is infinity, right, but it also means a universal energy, right? That energy that runs around the earth, that runs around the moon, all that energy is really strong right now, right? It's also very independent and very strong, when you take in that. So either way, 10 is still equals 1. 1 is still new beginnings and having that confidence that, you know what, I got this, right? It's just sometimes they can be a little bit of a challenge and it will push you, sometimes push buttons that you don't want. But if you keep, standing in that place of spirituality, you will really come in there a lot stronger than you think you are, right? Then we move into orange, which has a lot of confidence, darling. Just continue to move that confidence right on forward, move it through that success. Hang on to that energy of the 0, right? Of that circling energy. Just think of it like a tornado, right? Get in that energy, use that energy for your benefit, move it on through. Right now, a fox, she's smart, right? And like they say, smart as a fox. They are very smart. They know where they're safe, they know where they're not. They always hunt just to enough to feed everybody. They don't take more than they need. They're very easygoing. They're so loving, right? Even as sometimes they end up as a pet that way, or they trust a human to they do trust their own instincts, and you need to trust yours as well. Okay. Alrighty, Susan, I'm going to go back up so I can write yours. You want hot color. Way to go, girl. Interesting. Okay, so fuchsia, which is a really to me, fuchsia brings in a lot of imagination, right? So if it's pink, and that hot of pink, to me, it's double passion, right? And you're standing really strong in your femininity, right? And in that femininity, you got to have a lot of compassion, though. Okay. Remember, always keep that compassion, because when you think about the ox that you have next, it can be, stubborn and, not wanting to move. But you know what? An ox is really strong. They're very gentle, very loving, because when you have an ox, they know, their partner. They know how, they can be, I don't know, there's a lot, they have a lot of passion for what they do. They really do. So when you're talking about fuchsia with passion, and then you have the passion of an ox, right? And that strength, like you're using a lot of feminine, you might have to, you're really flying with it, girl. Like totally. 5 now. Did I write that? Yes. Okay. So 5 is going to bring a lot of changes, and it's going to bring changes. So just kind of bring that up just a little bit. Actually, I'll take that back. There's 4 areas, but in one area is going to take 2 changes. But they're still going to stand in love and strength, and, just stand in your strength to get them all done, get them all lined up. And a couple of them are going to be a little later on, but that's okay. You can work your way through that. Not a problem. Oh, Irene, how you doing, girlfriend? I'm close to you. I'm just over in the big metropolis of Carrabber today. Here till Saturday morning, guys. Thank you. It resonates with many of the things I said. Oh, you're welcome, Jolene. Okay. Irene, purple. Okay. Okay. Trying to feel a little bit masculine there a little bit. Okay. Now, when you take about that purple, it feels really strong. Like a darker purple, which is just a lot of, you are who you are, right? And that, always do what you need to do for you first, right? You're very ambitious, right? And that you need to really honor your passion a little bit. Continue moving in that direction. When you get into 22, now you're looking at literally the 2s, because you're not doing it alone. You can all stand together and all do things together if you think about, the power that it has, right? You have the power to help change humanity and, set your intentions with a really beautiful high vibration, right? And always remember that when you have the master number 22, that is it, for strong visions and for, that energy just being really high. And how you take that energy is by using it for positive. Don't let the negative start to take you out or anything. Because when it comes to a rat, I'm born the year of the rat. And I'm always busy, always planning, always, having an idea what to do next. I seem like I'm always busy, but I'm always busy doing things for me as well as others, right? You know, I like clean counters. I like clean cupboards. I like, you know, those things, but I like to have, you know, cooked foods that are, you know, good for my health, good for those things. So you do more things that way. You know, a rat is always busy. And once they make that trail and they have a system, right? They stand in that system because it works. It's safe. It works through them. You just need to get it yourself into a place, in a good place of a system that really works for you, because it will never let you down. It will stand there, and you got a lot of energy and a lot of power there for you. It's going to keep you moving good. Alrighty. Jeannie, now did I not have you somewhere before? 1 second. Sorry, guys. Oh, there you are. I knew I missed you somewhere. Energy of 1, which is the new beginnings and new starting new adventures, but at the same time 6, that means that your empath side is feeling a lot of emotions and you're not quite sure how you're going to stand in all of them. But you know what, you got a lot of strength there, darling, right? Trust in that. Keep yourself in the positive, trust everything. Make sure that you're asking the angels for what you need, because when you take and you look at that, 16 equals 7. 7 has that lot of strength and happiness, right? Remember, it's that lucky 7. You know, it stands in a lot of strength and independency, right? Like your confidence is huge, and your leadership could be just as strong as that confidence. You just need to really just stay that optimistic. It's coming. It really is. And just believe that, you know what? The creator is there, and all you got to do is just literally ask for what it is that you want, right? Then when you take the pink has a lot of love and a lot of really good positive energy to it, right? And your imagination just needs to be tweaked just a little bit more, and trust it. You need to be a little more playful. That's all, right? But your affections are as pretty as pink. Totally. Absolutely. Now, when you go to a cat, this is like a tabby colored cat, probably about 6-8 years old. So it's not as frolicky. It's laying around a little more through the day, but it sure wants to give it at night. So take that energy that you have at night and put it to good use. You know, if you're going to be up, make good use of it, right? But try to make sure that you're still getting enough rest when you are getting there. Alrighty. And that taking that cat and being that it's multicolored and that it's orange and brown and black, right? You need to just literally take that power, and you need to just, put it into I want to say a serious direction, and then use it, right? Because the cat likes routine. It likes to, things to be, all kosher. It doesn't like anything to mix up its energy whatsoever. So make sure that you move through that. It'll be good. Oh, you're welcome, Irene. Thank you, beautiful. I love being in my feminine. Yeah, you sure do, Susan. And you've been a lot there too. Yes, the traits of that ox I do have. That's a good laugh between the two of us. That's awesome. Alrighty, everybody. It's 12:04, so we're really good. But I know that I'm having those issues, so I'm just going to quickly go back, because sometimes others sneak in when I go down, and we never know where it all goes. And I'll have to go to the other 2 places and get everybody all taken care of. But I think I have everybody. And you guys are also welcome. Just remember, on this beautiful foggy day, and I mean, it's beautiful. What Jack Frost has done to these trees and to the buildings and to everything, even animals, like on the hair and that, it puts its, it gets on there. Just remember to keep yourself calm. And in the fog, remember to listen. You're welcome, Janie. Anytime, sweetie. In that fog, you make sure that you get yourself grounded and just refocus. That's it, right? And the fog just means that the cold air is either pushing down or the warm air is pushing down. Either one. For us right now, we were minus 38. So we're, the warm air is pushing down. So there's a lot of warmth and good energy coming. There's some really beautiful change coming, because fog always brings change, right? Alrighty, you guys. Love and light to you all. Did I miss? Yes, Luffy, you just a little bit back, right? We talked about the orange and the fox. Yeah, you just gotta, you know, what's it? A little bit, and then you'll find it. It's there, sweetie. It absolutely is. Guys, love and light to you all, and may you guys all have a really beautiful week. We're going to warm up this weekend. Woohoo! And then we'll see you guys all next week. Same time, same station. All right. Bye-bye for now.